Welcome back, guys, and today we're going to be talking about how to name epithelial tissues. So there are two rules. Number one, how many layers do we have? And then number two, what does this outermost layer look like? So in terms of layers, if you have just one layer, it is simple. If you have more than one layer, we don't say complex, we say it's stratified, right? It's layered. So now, what are my shapes? Well, there's squamous, they're flat, like a pancake. You got cuboidal, they look like a cube. And then columnar, they look like a column. So now let's put these together. So if I look like a pancake and I only have one layer, that is simple squamous. If I look like a pancake on the outermost layer, but I have more than one layer, that is stratified squamous. All right. If I look like a cube on my outermost layer and only have one layer, that is simple cuboidal. If I look a cube on my outermost layer, but I have more than one layer, that is stratified cuboidal. And I think you got the idea. Now, some of you guys are going to say, whoa, hold on, what about this stuff over here? Yeah, these are the odd kids on the block. So you have transitional epithelium. So when you transition, you're switching between two things, right? And so what this is used for is like a bladder. And so it can transition from the bladder being empty to the bladder being full. When this bladder fills up, this outermost cell kind of gets stretched out, gets flattened down. And this basically allows us to hold our pee. Okay, so now these last guys right here are pseudostratified. So pseudo means fake stratified. Well, why do I need you to tell me that? Look, I can see that this just has one layer. Why would anybody think this is layered? Okay, so one of the things is the cell membrane, this line right here, isn't always visible when you're looking under the microscope. So these nuclei, these center circles, are very obvious, even without dying. So if I were to look at this, I say, oh, look at this. I got nuclei at different levels. This thing is obviously layered. This is obviously stratified. And so I'm going to think this is some sort of columnar epithelium that is stratified because I'm seeing nuclei on different levels, so it's obviously layered. And then when I put the dye in there, whoa, what the heck? Look, they only have one layer, right? So that was pseudostratified. So stratified, once again, has two more layers. Pseudostratified, it looks like it has two more layers, but it really is only one layer.